Yesterday, we were discussed about the linear regression. In linear regression, simple linear regression, we are just considering the two variable. Of course, in the real time, we will consider more than two variables. That is called as a multiple linear regression. First, before understanding about the multiple linear regression, we need to understand about the simple linear regression. In the simple linear regression, we are going to consider only the two variable. One is an independent variable and other is an dependent variable. In correlation, we are not we are giving equal importance to the both variable. We never said that in the correlation one is a dependent variable, other one is an independent variable. Whereas in the linear regression, we mentioned one variable as a dependent variable, other variable as an independent variable. Now, so the formula for the simple linear regression is y is equal to beta naught plus beta 1x plus epsilon. Yesterday, most of them are confusing. How did we get the beta naught value as well as the beta 1 value? So we will discuss that today. Now, one more point. First, in interview point of view, as I mentioned yesterday also, most of them will ask you the question, what are the assumptions of simple linear regression? First point, your dependent variable as well as your independent variable should be in linear nature. Your dependent variable as well as independent variable should be in the form of continuous nature. Your both dependent variable as well as independent variable should be normally distributed. What do you mean by normally distributed? Mu minus 3 sigma to mu plus 3 sigma should be within the range of 99.7% of the data. Next one, mean is equal, median is equal to more symmetrical data. It should be in the bell-shaped curve. Okay, that is all. And the next variance of error is a constant, and observations are the independent. And we did the one algorithm, like we build the model. Here the model syntax, again someone might have the question. Here only simple linear regression. Now as of now we are building only the simple linear regression. In simple linear regression we are considering only two variables. So the formula, how do we write? Like you can say ABC is equal to LM. LM is nothing but linear model. That is a function name. First you need to write the dependent variable tilde. Tilde is nothing but equal type independent variable. Comma data is equal to data set name. Data is equal to data set. LM is a linear model, dependent variable tilde independent variable, data is equal to data set name. This is the syntax. Someone raised the question yesterday also, what if we have multiple independent variables? That we will discuss in the next. After this we will discuss in the next. Let's first only focus on let's consider only the two variables. Let me write down the syntax for this again. Building the linear regression. Linear regression means simple linear regression. Simple model. Names of air. In the names of air, the data set which consists of 9 variables. Out of that, as we mentioned, if you want to build the linear regression, the two variables, your dependent variable as well as your independent variable should be the continuous in the form. So here I am considering the two variables as of now. Those are passengers and promotional budget. As I said, model 1, or you can write your name also, model 1, or else anything you can write. ABC also you can write, anything you can write. LM is the linear model. We are building the linear regression, and passengers tilde promotion budget comma data is equal to air. Passengers tilde promotional budget comma data is equal to air. If I run this one, next always you need to write the to see the results, all these things. Model 1. See here, the first and foremost, please concentrate here. Here the first and foremost point we have written call. Whatever the syntax we have written in the linear regression, the same syntax will applicable here. LM formula is equal to passengers tilde promotion budget comma data is equal to air. That is the syntax. Here residual means, other name of residual means error. So if you build this model, what is the minimum error we are going to get? That is a 5037 minus 5037. First quarter is the minus 2348. Median is the 148. Third quarter is the 75%, and maximum value this much. Here, this part is the one of the most important point. Whenever you are building the linear regression model, not only R, if you go to look into the R, Python, SAS tool, any data science tool, it look like the output look like exactly the same. Output exactly the same. The same, of course, there might be a syntax would be different. The output interpretation, the output looking, it will be the entirely same in R, in SAS, in Python, all the languages it will be the same only. Here the coefficients. Coefficient means here if you have mentioned the coefficient, here we need to remember the coefficient means beta naught, beta 1 coefficient. As we mentioned the equation of linear regression, y is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x. Those are the coefficients. And here how many coefficient we will get? How many? Beta naught plus beta 1 only, because we are using only one independent variable. So as per the rule, y is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x only. We cannot consider beta 2. The reason is that we don't have the second independent variable. We have the only one independent variable. Clear? So in this case, first one, they are clearly mentioned in the intercept. That means intercept means beta naught. So we are need to find out the estimates only. So here estimate the value for the intercept estimate value. This is the intercept estimated value 1.260 e to the power of 3. Here standard error means mu by sigma. The formula for the standard error, is mu by sigma. SC is nothing but standard formula. Mu is nothing but mean of a data set, of a variable or a data set, divided by standard deviation of a data set. SC is the standard error. Standard error is the mu by sigma. The formula is mu by sigma, mean of a data set or standard deviation. Next, t value is there. If you look into here, t value is nothing but z distribution. T value here in the simple linear regression, or multiple linear regression are the same. In the simple linear regression, t value is nothing but z value. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. So that is the value. And finally, based on this z value, we will get the probability deviation value. That is the PR. PR always less than 0.005. But for intercept, here we got a 0.38. For intercept, we never ever looking for the PR value. That is the constant value. It doesn't change. As we are changing the attributes or variables, intercept never change. It is the constant. So for the constant value, we never looking for the PR value. whatever, even if it is a 1 also, we have to keep only. Even if it is a 0.001 also, we have to keep. We never bother about the PR value, probability of deviation, for the intercept value. The reason is because that variable is the constant, intercept is the constant. Even you are checking the equation, the value doesn't change. The remaining independent variables might change, but intercept value will never change. It is the constant value. So for the constant value, we never ever bother about the probability of deviation value. So it should be whatever the value we are getting, we need to keep it the same only. Here, how do we get this estimated value? If you multiply the standard error into t value, if you multiply the 1.36, if you multiply the this one 1.36, you go to the Excel. See, the value is 1361 only. The value is 1361 only. 1361. Below value, what is the t value? 0.925. If I multiply this with 1, sorry, 1258.92, right? Here, if I take this value, 1260. The difference 1 we got, the reason is the value is 1260, right? But we got the 1259.92. The reason is maybe because of the rounded values in the portion of the points, all these things. The difference also we got the 1. The difference here we got the 1259. We got the 1260. Maybe it may be because of the rounded value, all these things. It may be rounded as the 1260. Clear? Everyone is clear? How do we get the estimated value now? Now the same way promotional budget also the same. Standard error into t value. Almost you will get the estimated value is the same. Here are 3 stars. Now the most important portion about the stars. Here 3 star means we need to check whether my probability of deviation is significant or not. For that we are going to follow the we may follow the like 3 star. 0 means 3 stars. 3 stars means the value which indicates the probability of deviation is 0. Then what is the confidence interval? 100%. Definitely if the 3 star means the variable will be a significant variable. Here in the next case 2 star means 0.01, that is 99.999. Again it is a significant one. 1 star means 0.01, again 99.9% significant. Dot means 0.05, so again it is also significant. The reason is at least we need to have a 95 or more than 95% confidence. This is the exactly 95% confidence interval. Dot 1 means, I mean, like spaces will be there, that is a 0.1, that is not the significant one. 1 means not at all a significant. 1 means probability of deviation is 100%. Confidence interval of that variable is 0. Now, till this point, anyone is having the questions?
It will relate to the equation y equal to beta 1 plus beta 1 plus epsilon.
Epsilon, we won't get it. Just we are doing the predicted values. Here, if you want an equation, see, equation is the y hat. We are just predicting only. We are not getting the actual value. So beta naught plus beta 1x. What is the beta naught value? 1260. Right? Beta 1 value is the how much? This one is the beta 1, right? Beta 1, let's keep in the easy to understand. 0.06953. 0.06953 into X means promotion budget. This is an equation. This is the y hat. That is the predicting of, what is the predicting? Passengers. Predicted passengers are this much. This is the equation. Now, any questions, guys, till this point? Any questions till this point? Is everyone is clear, Giri?
Intercept means y minus y naught, correct?
No, intercept is the constant value, that never change when your all the independent variable is 0. Whatever the y axis value, y intercept value, y value is the intercept value. Tell me.
The residual, there is error. Error where?
That will get, wait some time. Just one by one will go. Any questions, guys, apart from this point?
So how you are calculating this standard error value or t value for intercept?
Based on the dependent variable, based on the actual dependent variable. You have an actual dependent variable for 80 records for the passenger variable. For that variable, we are calculating the standard error. The formula.
No, here above we have residuals, right? Median is there. So this median is overall median or amount for passengers promotion budget?
Residual means error. That means actual dependent variable, actual passenger variables minus predicted passengers. For that variable, whatever we calculate the error, in that case, the median value is 148.1. Now here the signal, and next one is the residual standard error. Residual standard error means, as I mentioned, the error. If you calculate the error is equal to actual dependent variable minus predicted variable. So error standard error. Residual means error. And the error variable, we create the one more new variable like error. Error is equal to actual dependent variable minus predicted variable. So error, we get the for all the records. How many records we have in the passengers data? 80 records. For all the 80 records, how many errors we will get? 80 errors. For all the errors, we are calculating the mu by sigma. The simple, how do we calculate? I will show you. Give me some time. I will show you. This is the value. 78 degrees of freedom. 78 degrees of freedom is nothing but how many variables total observations we have? The formula for the 78 freedom is nothing but the formula is n minus k minus 1. Degree of freedom formula for the residual standard error is degree of freedom formula is standard error of degree of freedom is nothing but n means number of observation. How many total number of observations we have? 80 observations minus k means independent variable. How many independent variables we have used? Only one. N is equal to number of observations k is equal to independent variables. One is the dependent variable. Only always one dependent variable. So degree of freedom will be 78. This is how we got the formula. This is the formula, is a constant formula. The degree of freedom formula is equal to n minus k minus 1. N is equal to number of observation. K is equal to independent variable. 1 is the dependent variable. After that, how many observations we get? 78 observation. Here multiple R square value, this we will discuss. Now everyone is getting a doubt, how do we get the residuals, all these things. First we need to get the predicted value for the air data. This is the air data. To use this function, we have one function called air dollar predicted passengers is equal to, we have a function called predict model 1, creating the predicted passenger data. So here the syntax is, here where we need to create air data set. In the air data set we are creating the another variable, that is a predicted. Air dollar predicted passenger is equal to predict, means we are predicting the model 1 means, what is the model 1? It will take this equation, y is equal, it will take this equation, y is equal to 1260, y hat is equal to 1260 plus 0.06953 into promotional budget. This equation it will consider. So automatically if I run this one, see here we will get the passenger. See, what is the first record passenger? 37824. Here 3723 1.21, 434396. Next one will be 46181, 46181. Next one is 42896, that is 45496. That is how it predicted the value. Now how do we get the error? The difference between the actual value minus predicted value. So simply we can write like this, air dollar error is equal to air dollar passenger minus air dollar predicted pass. So in the air data set we got the values like this, 5 minus, here they mentioned that, see here 5037, maybe minimum value will be here 5021, somewhere it will be some value will be there, minus 4000 something value will be there, the minimum value. This is how we get the, for this error variable we got the residuals. These are the residual, 5036 minus 23 median value, this is the maximum value. If you have a doubt, around somewhere like only it will minimum of air dollar. See, exactly same, the minimum value in the residuals. If first value is same, then automatically maximum value everything also will be the max of air dollar error 4853. Okay, is it clear? Giri, I hope it will clear now for you how the residuals, median, all these things. Everyone is clear? How do we get the residuals, all these things now? Now, the residual standard error the same. Now what this error variable have? For this we need to consider the mu by sigma. Again we will get the same value. Even if we get the mean of air dollar error minus 2 point all these things, SD of air dollar, automatically we will get the 219, almost the same value. Next thing will be Next here summary of, see, now few more interesting points I would like to discuss. Few more interesting point I would like. So now we calculate the error. So does in all the records, for each and every record, actual value, predicted value are the same? As we see the records, right? For each and every value, the actual value and predicted value is not the same. There is some error is there, right? That means there is some error, means we cannot able to predict 100% actual value and predicted value. Yes. So what is the formula for this? If you want to get the actual value, we get the equation beta naught plus beta 1x plus epsilon, right sir? This is the actual value. So when I will get the actual value, this is the actual dependent variable. Y is the actual dependent variable. This is the y hat, nothing but predicted value, that is y hat plus epsilon is the error. So if you want to get the actual dependent variable, the formula is y hat plus error. Am I right? Now, so yesterday I mentioned the one point. Error should not be in the negative. We need to be convert them into the positive. How do we do convert them error in the positive? Square. So here suppose simply we can write error is equal to y minus y hat only, right? So what we need to do? We need to square the error. How do we square the error? Error square is equal to y minus y hat square, right? Again we need to do the sum for all the records. What is the total error for all the records we need to get? That means we need to add all the record, that is sum of error square. Sum of error square is equal to summation of y minus y hat whole square. Simply we can write this is SSE. SSE is nothing but sum of squares of error. Is everyone is clear? How do we get the SSE? Sum of squares of error is equal to, first error is equal to, the formula is y minus y hat. So as we mentioned, error should be always in the positive, should not be in the negative. So what we need to do? Error square is equal to y minus y hat whole square. Sum of error square is equal to summation of y minus y hat square. So that is nothing but SSE. SSE is nothing but sum of squares of error. SSE is nothing but sum of squares of error. Here in this case, how do we calculate this one? How do we calculate this one? I mean, calculate means sum of square. So we can write like this. The formula, if we go like this, y is equal to y hat plus epsilon. So in the epsilon place, y is equal to y hat plus SSE we can write. So y hat is not the squared value, right? Y hat is not the square. So if I have two portion, one portion you have squared, other portion you have not the squared, does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. We need to square it. So how do we get the y hat? What is the meaning of y hat? Y hat is nothing but beta naught plus beta 1x. What is this equation? What is this equation? Linear regression equation. Am I right? Linear regression equation. So here also linear regression we can say simply R. So here also we need to square, and then total sum of square is the SSR, because here also we need to do the sum of squares of regressor. Regressor means getting the regression value from the attribute. Regressor means getting the regression value from the attribute. SSR means sum of squares of regressor. Sum of squares of regression, that is nothing but y is equal to SSR plus SSE. You may get the doubt, why we have done the SSR? Because here we done the square as well as sum up for the error. One portion we have done the square and sum, that doesn't make sense for the total equation. The other portion also we need to do the square and sum. For that reason, we have done the square and sum for the regression also. That is the meaning of SSR plus SSE. So simply this is the total dependent variable. So simply y is nothing but SST. SST is equal to SSR plus SSE. That is the total sum of square. Sum of squares is equal to, simply we can write, let me write down, SST is equal to SSR plus SSE. SSR is nothing but total sum of square is equal to sum of squares of regressor, sum of squares of regressor plus sum of squares of error. Sum of squares of regressor plus sum of squares of error. Okay, here now we need to get the what is the how much percentage I am able to predicted successfully. I need to find the accuracy. Accuracy is nothing but how much percent we are able to predicted successfully. So the formula is accuracy is we are denoted here R square. The formula is SSR by SST. So why we get the SSR? Because this is the predicted one. SSR only is the predicted one. SST is the total actual value. SSR by SST. SSR by SST. Here let me write down the or more detail about this formula. Here the formula is R square is equal to SSR by SST. R square is nothing but coefficient of determination is equal to sum of squares of regressor divided by sum of squares of regressor divided by sum of squares of so here R square value should be in between 0 less than or equal to 1. Here in R language it is denoted multiple R squared value. Multiple R squared in the R language it is denoted as a multiple R squared value. Here if you go here, see if you summary of model 1, let me run it again. See here multiple R square value is 93.29. How do we get the 93.29? SSR by SST. SSR by SST. 93%. That means 93% of the times we are able to match actual value versus predicted value. Here 93 point of time. Simply we can write 93 point multiple R square value is 93.29. That means 93% of times variance of promotion budget is explaining the model of passengers. That is the meaning. See, simply we can write 93% of time independent variable explain the model of dependent variable. Other way around we can write also times. We can write 93% of variance of independent variable is explaining the model of dependent variable. 93% of variance of independent variable is explaining the model of dependent variable. Okay, that is the meaning of variance of independent variable explain the model of dependent variable. That means simply 93%. This is a statistical mirror. 93% of the time your model is properly predicting as the dependent variable. Here in this case again, here adjusted R square. Here you can see the adjusted R square. Adjusted R square. This deals about the multiple linear regression. It doesn't use in the simple linear regression. It can be helpful as when we have more than one independent variable. It will help us. It will have the value of more than one independent variable. But in our case, as of now, how many independent variables we have? Only one independent variable. As of now, we are discussing only one independent variable. If you have more than one independent variable, then we will, instead of looking multiple R square value, we need to look at the adjusted R square value. The reason I will explain at the moment, because if I explain at this point also, you may get the confusion. I don't want to you get in the confusion. So I will explain about this adjusted R square tomorrow session. Multiple linear. Here F static, the formula for the F static, the F static is nothing but F distribution. As I mentioned the distribution, I left the F distribution. F static is nothing but F distribution. That is the formula is MSR by MSC. The formula is MSR by MSC. MSR is equal to mean square regressor divided by MSE means mean square error. The definition of MSR means mean square regressor. Yes, simply MSR is equal to SSR by n minus k. SSR is equal to sum of squares of regressor divided by n means number of observations minus k means independent variable. MSE is nothing but SSE divided by n minus k minus 1. MSE is nothing but SSE divided by n minus k minus 1. SSE is nothing but sum of squares of error divided by n means number of observation, k means independent variable, minus 1 is the one dependent variable. 1 means one dependent variable. One dependent variable. what is the main use of f static value? What is the main use of f static value? See, let me f static value formula is MSR by MSC. Simply as we said, MSR means SSR by n minus k divided by SSC means by n minus k minus 1. Simply we can write like this: SSR by n minus k into n minus k minus 1 divided by SSC. Simply SSR by SSC into n minus k minus 1 divided by n minus k. This is the formula of f static value.
Can you go to previous page?
Yeah. Hello.
Can you go to previous page?
Previous?
Page.
It cannot be roughly. Tell me what happened.
The n minus k you told, right? Number of observation minus
K means independent variables.
n means
Number of observations. This is the rough word. I just rough it. It is not possible to go to the next page. So here SSR by n minus k. SSR means sum of square of regressor divided by n means number of observation minus k means independent variables. SSC is nothing but sum of squares of error divided by n minus k minus 1. N is nothing but number of observation. K is nothing but independent variable. 1 means one dependent variable. Can I rough it? F static value is to measure the goodness fit of a model. That means how much your model is perfect, how much your model is good. When you are building the multiple models, of course we cannot use the f static also in simple linear regression. It can be used in the multiple linear regression. When you build a multiple models, you would like to choose best model. We are going to use R square along with f value. Along with R square, we are also using the f static value. When we built a multiple, of course, as of now we did not build the multiple model. We built the only single model. We cannot able to build the multiple models in simple linear regression. That can be possible in the multiple linear regression. That cannot be possible in the simple linear regression, multiple model. More than one independent variable, then only you can able to build the multiple model. In simple linear regression, we cannot build the multiple model. These two values, your f static as well as the adjusted R square values, in detail discussion will happen in the multiple regression. This f static, this portion, adjusted R square as well as f static, the in detail discussion will happen in the multiple linear regression. Here in the f static, after that 1, they mentioned the 1. 1 means one independent variable we have used. So here 78 means n minus k minus 1, which will indicate the n minus k minus 1. Based on this, we get the p value. This is the probability value. Okay. This is all about your simple linear regression. Any questions about simple linear regression? Any point you did not understand? This adjusted R square, the below portion which I have selected, we'll discuss in the multiple linear regression, because for this we require more than one independent variable. As of now we are discussing only one independent variable. It doesn't make sense at this point. Any questions about the simple linear regression? Otherwise, okay, thank you all.